Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know where this comment just came up. I'm like, I haven't just got on live and this old comment is here. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm here, make sure I got some people watching, joining in, make sure of where I am and where I'm connecting into. I think I'm on Facebook and YouTube, or I should be. I should be on both. I see there is some shows some people are watching. Oh, there we go. Hi, Kevin. Just want to make sure I'm on. Hello, 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 Lindsay and Felicia and Lisa. Hello. I'm um, I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of recordings, trying to get my monthly zodiacs out, and thought I would stop in and have a little chat, have a little talk. Not in for, well, I always say I'm not in for long, and then I end up in here way longer. So we'll just let some people join in to get in. Hello, Megan. And Patsy, hello. I hope I'm on YouTube as well. I'm only seeing Facebook. I'm looking pretty gray in this reflection today. But here we are. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. Hello, Rhonda and Stacy. Hi. Like I said, I am in the middle of doing a bunch of recordings. So I'm trying to get some YouTube videos out for everyone today. I'm trying to get the monthly zodiacs done. I got a few complete. I did do another message that I will be posted. If you did not see my 2022 message that was posted yesterday or last night, that is also up. And yeah, so hello, Sherry and Liz. Thank you, Rhonda. It's funny, Sherry, because a comment came up on my, she says, thank you, Corrie. And it's actually from the last time I was on live. And one of the old comments start running through, Sherry, and it was actually you. Hello, Don. You watched my live this morning from last night. Oh, the one in our group? Yes. I'm glad you watched it. I hope it resonated with you. And I just last night, I also posted a YouTube message. So there's a YouTube forecast reading for 2022. That one is up. I also have another one that I did today, and I'll put that one up. Plus, I am working on the monthly zodiac, so that'll also be up as well. So I'm taking some time to really get a lot of my recordings out. I will be back live tomorrow, and tomorrow evening it'll be myself and Lisa Richard of Loving Energy Recharge. The other half of what makes me look great is Lisa, who does all of my work. So we are coming in tomorrow evening in here at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to do a live together. And we're going to speak about the upcoming summit that's happening Friday. I'm so excited for the summit on Friday. And I just love stepping into a place where there's a bunch of speakers and a bunch of presenters that are coming together to speak from our soul and to connect to that spirit within. Hello, everyone. Juanita, hi. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I really miss you too. I miss my teachings. When I'm not teaching, it just feels like there's a piece of me that's missing. You give me the gray highlights. I always say that's what I'm doing to you, Lisa. I'm the one stresses you out. Happy New Year, Jennifer. And hi, Marissa. I just realized I think there's like something in the back of my head. And Auntie Jack, hi. Lorene, hello. I'll have to check her out. I will check her out, Rhonda. Kathy, hello. Can't wait for the summit. I know, right? So we have this coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have our online summit that is going to be happening all weekend online. So if you have not got your tickets yet, I suggest you get your tickets and to be a part of it. If you can't be a part of all of the lives, that you can watch the recordings later. But it's so amazing. Lisa and I will talk a whole lot more about it tomorrow. We have 15 presenters. I think I got that right, Lisa, right? There's 15 presenters that are presenting. And then on the Saturday night, Lisa and I are doing 2 hours of live intuitive guidance, oracle cards, mediumship. Like, we're going to just lay it out in 2 hours. I'm speaking 3 times over the weekend. So I will be speaking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting it out and ending. The amazing, amazing, amazing presenters. There is some incredibly gifted women who will be speaking at this event. And I suggest, if you haven't got your tickets, to get your tickets and get in there. So I did want to come in tonight, though, because I'll be back again tomorrow night. So you're going to have me live 2 nights in a row. But tomorrow night I get to have somebody with me. I get to have Lisa. And so I love sharing my screen. By the way, I love sharing my screen. I always think it's it's so good for our heart and soul to be able to work together, to be able to support each other, to be present with each other. Well, yeah, tell them to check me out. Good. These, good souls are so, so important. People that come in with good intentions and clear intentions to do things of the highest good and to stay connected. I just finished the video that I made today that will go up on YouTube when I'm done here. I talked about how I lost some subscribers because I talk about God consciousness. And the moment I mention the word God, people go, and they disappear, because we get there's such a charge to that word. And I'm like, it's a word. It's an energetic connection. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. Call it sun, moon, stars. It doesn't matter. But my personal experience and how I work with that energy truly is so pure. And so it leaves me in awe. So I made a video today about some of this energy and about gracefully moving forward into the future. And anyone that was in More Than Existing heard me speak about this last night. So I've been speaking a lot about gracefully ambitious. Was it ambitiously graceful? Is it ambitious? Gracefully ambitious. Gracefully ambitious is my direction that I'm taking this year. And so to be able to just let ourselves just move forward in that gentleness, that not to be so aggressive. People get so aggressive with wanting to find purpose, wanting to matter, wanting to be something. I'm like, it's like there's such a divine why to why we all exist and to why we're here. And when we allow ourselves to step into the divine energy, to step into the light, that, you realize that there's no competition. God doesn't compete. That God consciousness is not a energy of competition. It's also not it's also not a control. And so it's not here to control, or else we wouldn't have free will and we wouldn't be able to make our own stupid mistakes that we make and our own choices and decisions, so that we could correct our wrongs and learn from our mistakes and learn and grow and evolve. And that's what we're here for. So tonight I'm coming in to do a few cards. So I am pulling a few cards for everyone tonight, but let me start with an opener. I'm going to open with a card, and I'm just going to choose just a few people to give a few cards to tonight. I feel the need to share out some messages of love tonight. So I'm going to share some love and light. I don't know if it's going to be mediumship, per se, of calling and spirit, but I am going to share some love and light with you guys. And the other wonderful thing, the other amazing thing that I was doing this morning, and I know Lisa has been working her ass off on this, is Lisa has been working her ass off on editing my second book. So my second book is going to be launched in a PDF form, in a downloadable, readable copy. And we're going to launch it that way first. I'm going to also do a read format, an audio format as well. I think, I don't know all this yet. Don't know all the details. But this morning I was sitting down reading through the chapters. So we have over, I think, 11 chapters now that have been edited, that are that much closer to my second book, which is the Existing Beyond the Reflection. So that book will be coming out in the next few months, and I'm so excited to be able to launch that. So I am starting with a general card, and this is a card that, as we're moving into this new energy. So what we mean by this is this mindset, this stepping into this mindset energy. So, the only thing that changes from 2021 to 2022 is the date on the calendar really changes. And so the date on the calendar changed. And when that changes, it does something to us. We believe that, oh, it's a whole new year. It's a whole new. So it is the mindset of new. Oh, there's my friend Sherry. Sherry, I got so tied up today. I'm gonna have to. I'll message you after. When I'm done, I will message you after. It was crazy. I really thought I had another full day off, and I actually worked. And I forgot that I actually had to go to work today. I'm glad I did. I was happy to, I had, but I'm like, I literally thought I had another day of not working. And so, uh, yeah, so I've been really looking at that sense of our mindset, what our subconscious gets fed, and how we get fed into this whole what's the time has changed and da da da, and we believe that to be true, and we get motivated, we get moving, and we go about making these changes and jumping into this new year. But it's like if we wake up every single day as if it's a new year, if we could wake up every single morning and say, it's a new day. Holy fuck, it's a new day. Let's go out and have a new day. Let's go out and have fun. Let's go out and explore. Let's go. Can you imagine how much different our world would feel instead of waking up every day and going, oh, again, I got to go to work again. Oh, I got to do this again. We lose that motivation. And we lose that motivation because we go from 0 to 360 and we don't create balance in our lives. And so the mindset of creating balance and gracefully flowing through the year, knowing that we have time for these new plans that we make, that we don't have to be so gung-ho on accomplishing everything right now, so that we don't fizzle out by the time February comes. And so mindset is so important. And, that means clearing out some of the subconscious mind. A big journey that I've been doing is about clearing out the subconscious mind, ridding myself of the old language, the old stories, how I speak to myself, and filling back up with only light. If it's not of love and light, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it. And that's not saying that I'm ignoring the world. It is just saying that my mind is very aware that the imagination has great power to create realities and stories. You can make anyone into an enemy, an asshole. You can make it into a fairy tale life. You can create it to be whatever you want. Reality will still happen. But when you light that spark inside of yourself, just can't make this shit up. And that's the card coming out, is that when you light that spark and that light, illuminate that light within, when you make it a mission to live your life like just with as much light as you possibly can, minus joy, like I'm finding joy, creating joy, whatever it may be, find it. I'm living for those who didn't get the chance to fully know this. And we return home and find out, holy shit, like I didn't have to suffer that way. I didn't have to get caught in my mind. I didn't have to get trapped in that misery. I didn't have to do that. I could have just lived as spirit on earth. Instead of living fully as just human, I can live from my spirit on earth. I can live from knowing my spirit's made these mistakes. I don't need to. I can learn from listening to that inner voice instead of ignoring that inner voice. And so acknowledgement of that inner voice that just says, that's not right. You don't need to be going there. You don't need to be doing that. Stop traveling into the dumpster energy. Get out of the fucking swamp. You don't have to swim into the swamp if everybody's in the swamp. Stay in the solutions. It's like stay rising, stay in the light. And so our card that comes out is honesty. And here's this beautiful light that is just illuminating. And when we want to shine a light upon truth, it means that we have to become honest with ourselves and just, ultimately know that every conviction that we get stuck to, that holds us into any entrapment, that imprisons us in our mind, that imprisons us within our own self, is actually the fact that we are not being fully honest with ourselves, because we want to play out a narrative. And when you want to play out a narrative of being able to be a savior, a martyr, a victim, to keep gaslighting yourself to continue to return to the old stories of misery, sadness, hurt, of, oh my God, I just can't move on, or, oh my God, I can't do this, or all of that truly is the fact that that's a conviction that we hold on to. When we have pain, it is real. When we have grief, it is real. The misery, this torture, the punishment, the blame we lay, all of that we do extra on ourselves or onto others, shaming people, living in guilt, that is all conditioning. We have been conditioned to suppress, conditioned to fear, and that being honest with ourselves is when we want to get honest with ourselves, if we can look in and we can go, why do I feel that why am I holding myself hostage in this story? Why am I believing that to be true? And why do I keep chasing that line? Why do I keep following that narrative? Why do I keep returning to that kind of energy through many different people? So the faces may change, but when the behavior is the same, the habits are the same, the isms are the same, the addictions are the same, when everything is the same, you're chasing the thread of the dark stories, of the shadow within. And so shining a light is when we stop and we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I going that direction when I can go that direction? Why am I chasing that line when I can go this way? And so misery loves company. So does anger loves company. So does judgmental loves company. Everything that is in that energy loves company. So when you keep company with that, you keep pulling yourself back into your doubts, your indecisions, your angers, your frustrations, your bitterness, your fear, and you will be forever tied in a whirlpool of that negative energy. And how do we move beyond that? And that's one of our deepest questions tonight with the cards, and we're going to validate this, is to be able to move beyond that really truly comes into that being honest with ourselves. Is that if we light up a whole story and a whole situation, there's many sides, there's many views, there's many things, and there's many sides to things, and there's many roles that we are playing in those stories. We want to be somebody, or we feel like we have to be this. So I call it the forced compassion, the forced, the not so kind kindness, the forced kindness, that sense of, oh, but that's what we have to do. That's just what we do. No, it's not. It's what we do because it continues a narrative. It doesn't say we need to, and change can't happen if we keep repeating the same freaking cycles. Truth. And so the validation for all this is lust. And so what are we lusting? Because there's a big difference in lust and love. And so lust, what lust tells us, what lust is telling us is that we're lust when we say, oh, I love to do that, or it's no, you're chasing something that seems like it's impossible, or you want to conquer you want to slay the dragon. You want to conquer, when we want to conquer something, we want to conquer a relationship. We want a specific person so bad that we're willing to overlook and neglect to see all these other things, or just turn a blind eye to things that we don't want to see, so that we don't have to be honest with ourselves, so we can convince ourselves that our lies are true. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. All I seen was the good, or all I seen was this, or all I seen was that. And so all of that then plays out because it is not love. Love does not hurt. And love is light. Love has no weight that holds anybody down. It doesn't imprison us. It doesn't lay blame. It doesn't put daggers in anybody. It doesn't put shackles on anyone. And it doesn't keep us from living our best life. And so learning the power of what love really means is to actually break away from all of the programming and recognize how much we've been lusting for things, because we have that sense of being deprived, abandoned, forgotten, left out, being a number two, not being validated, not being important. So you lust after the things in life that you think are going to bring you fulfillment, that you think are going to provide life for you, that you think are going to give you the best, happiest of life. So when you can get honest with yourself and you look at the language that you speak and the energy behind and the motive and the manipulation and all that stuff that's behind some of that language, you start to recognize something. You start to recognize that everything that you truly ever wanted, you're actually farther away from. And so changing our mindset and being willing to become honest with ourselves and look at how much of the lust energy it's just lust energy is just like vampire energy. Same thing as that vampire energy, that energy sucking energy. You are feeding off trying to save somebody. You are feeding off some of that energy of trying to get somebody to be the person that you want them to be. Fixing them is not going to fix your childhood. Making your children be who you couldn't be is still not going to fix your childhood. Making people be a different person than they really want to be will never be able to bring that person into living a best life. And that's where we get tangled up in those soulmate and twin flame stories. They play out so strongly here. And it's such a common thread. And so recognizing it, and also knowing that 2022 can be the mindset that you wake up every single day as with the same enthusiasm and excitement that you woke up with, in the set of setting into motion some sort of new opportunity, that it's a new day to start again and start out that way. So speaking to you, and so true. Yes, Stacy, right? And so those things are such truth that once we start to, and that's what more than existing really started as, was breaking down the foundation. You'll always be in a tower moment. You'll always be on shaky ground with weak foundations when you build truths, when you build foundations that are on weak belief systems or somebody else's, or old outdated stories, old energy. And so when we build it strong, it is the energy of that God consciousness. It's the energy of not having to get our own way, not having everything go our way, but to live walking the way, walking into that light and into that place of love. Yes. Feel so strong. Yes, because that was channeled. That's channeled. That's why I don't answer these comments when I'm in that mode. When you hear me going on and on, that's in the mode. That's when I'm channeling through. So that's a message I just channeled through for you guys. Don't know who needed to hear it all, but there you go. Thank you, Ellie. You know, it's freezing here. Beth, you're waiting to see me? Happy New Year. And so, yeah. Lisa was editing and took a break to watch this. I was reading through my edits this morning. And so, yeah, Lisa's editing away on the book. It's amazing, some of the stuff that is written. So in the book, it does speak about truth. It does speak about truth. Let me see if I can bring this up for you. I had it up this morning. I just don't know if I still have it there. So this was my glasses are smudgy. So this is the introduction. So this is a part of my book. It's on my phone. Introduction to my truth. So the introduction to my truth is the intro of the book. And this is the first statement. I am unsure if truth is achievable anymore in this world, or if it ever existed. The more I open my eyes, the more I see a world that is made up of stories and lies to suit the narratives and ego, creating lives that we can all justify. In the end, I believe we achieve more of a life of acceptance, weighing out what we can and cannot weighing out what we can and cannot accept, blending and bleeding into the emotions of a lifetime of stories. Let's start by examining what is truth. When you awaken to realize you have been bathed in lies, objectives, views, and the way others believe or perceive things to be, you start to question everything. This has been my reality my entire life, having been born with a keen ability to hear what is not being said. And so, what is truth? So, even the truth, the convictions that we hold ourselves to sometimes, when you have the courage to question yourself, it's amazing the changes that you will feel and sense and know within your own world. I need to hear it. Just picked up my phone and you were live. See, you picked up your phone at the right time, Stacy. So, and that's what I say. Like, a lot of what I channel comes through this wisdom that doesn't tie into any human connection or knowledge. And anything that I know and learn, I grow and evolve like everyone else. It's like that's why I never teach the same thing over twice. I teach the same formats, but I always teach live and interactive in a lot of my classes. If you do my recordings, you see the recordings, but when I teach anything from the beginning, I teach it live. And if I go back and teach it again, like More Than Existing, when I teach it again, no one is ever in the same class again, because I also feed off the energy that is coming from what is happening at the present time, so that it's not getting stuck in one story, so that we're ever evolving, ever growing, ever changing as new information and new awareness comes in. And when you let yourself live with that within your own lives, that then you don't hold people to always be the same person, because you can't hold people to be the same person. Okay. Now I'm going back up, and I'm going to start tonight, and I don't know if she's still here. Patsy Wells, are you still here? Patsy Wells. I don't know if Patsy is still here or not. If you're still here, just say you're here, and I will choose you, and then I'll pick my second person while I'm also waiting. And then I'm going to go to Kevin. If you're still here, Kevin, I don't know I hope you're still here too. So Patsy or Kevin, if either one of you are still here, could you let me know that you're here? Neither one? Oh, Kevin is there. Okay, Kevin. So Patsy's not here, so we're going to go to Kevin. So Kevin, I am pulling you for the first card of tonight and see what we have. And when I'm done here, you can actually catch Lisa live on her page at, I think, 8 o'clock. And hers is Loving Energy Recharge. Kevin. So I'm staying in the Wisdom of the Night deck for you, Kevin. And you got message. And you got the message card. And, there's so the message card, and I'm like, I know I have a message for Kevin tonight. And I'm like, there's a message for you. And the message for that, blah. I feel like the message that's really truly coming through for you is to pay attention to the messengers. Like, really truly acknowledge that instead of waiting for any big sign, any big message, waiting for someone to speak through the air to us, it's like sometimes the greatest messengers that we have are like the ravens. It's the bird energy. It's the animals that appear, the deer that might walk out in the road in front of you. Anything that really truly walks into our surrounding or is present in your surrounding that wasn't there a few minutes ago, or that you didn't notice. Sometimes it's like you just don't even notice, say like an old mug, like a mug hanging up or a picture hanging up. And then all of a sudden it catches your attention. And all of a sudden something that's in that picture catches your attention. So I feel like, Kevin, something around in your environment is either catching your attention or trying to get you to pay attention, because the messengers are sometimes so small and so minute. But when we're constantly just trying to look for the big messages or to see things in a bigger picture, we're missing all of the small details. So there's a lot of small details that are coming up that we're being told today, that are being laid out. It's like scrolls. So the messages that come through, through those things, once you start to look closer, once you start to look in, it's like a scroll starts to unfold it's like the writing is on the wall. That's the kind of message. The writing is on the wall. Sometimes we just don't want to see the writing. We don't look at the writing. So you're being told to pay attention. And I feel like in the next couple of weeks, really truly notice all of the little signs. If it's an animal, research the spirit animal, see what it means, because the angels and the guides are speaking to you. You definitely have a being, so some sort of like alien foreign energy that is trying to speak to you, but the language you're not understanding. And so they're trying to, and that's angels are come in music, could be in words and songs, but somebody is trying to communicate through you, through me today, to tell you to pay attention. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to get to you, but you're looking for something bigger than what it is. And I keep getting a beehive, and I don't know why I keep seeing a beehive, Kevin, but I'm seeing like a beehive around you. And it's like, and I don't know if this is an ornamental thing or if it's something that you've been thinking about doing. Are you thinking about putting beehives in your yard? Are you thinking about, but it looks like that honeycomb bee thing. And it's like, really look at bees. Bees defy the odds, right? Like bees have these little tiny wings and they're big bodies, and they should not be able to fly because the body, but they're, they can do it. So they defy the odds, but they also have such a divine purpose. They mean so much. And so there's such a why and a purpose to why they are here with us, to what they represent for us. So I don't know if you have something that symbolizes that around you already, Kevin, but to really, truly pay attention to that, acknowledge that. But the messages are on the wall for you. It's like, really, truly know that those messages are there. And and they were determined for me to get to you. And so I'm going to say this to you, and I know people might think I'm crazy, but once you see blue people standing around your room, you stop thinking you're so crazy. Once you talk to the Palladians, Kevin, there is a being, and the race of the being starts with an A. And all I keep getting is like Archeans or Archeans is what it sounds like to me. So look up some of those, like Google it or YouTube it, of messages from the Archaeans or the Archeans, because it feels as if this feels like that energy. Yes, thank you, Lindsay. See, there you go, Kevin. There's a messenger right there. See, I told you, messengers show up. Lindsay got it. Yes, there you are. Thank you, ladies. I'm like, there we go. That's who, and that's the race, the alien race, Kevin, that somehow are communicating to you. And I'm like, get connected, man, because they're helping you. Yeah. And it's like, you'll know they're there. You're so welcome, Kevin. And I know that might sound, totally out there for people, but I don't question a freaking thing that comes through. When I know wisdom is speaking, when I know it's coming, I just trust whatever it is. I spent a long time over the past year and a half, really truly having to gain back some of my own sense of confidence and trusting me. And I refuse not to show up and be me. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm born this way. I've lived this way my whole life, and accept the weird, accept your woo-woo, accept exactly who you are. I stopped trying to step into the world. Hello, everyone that is here. Hello, Diane and Karen. Hi, and everyone else who's joining in. Tracy. Did I talk about the beehive in my message? Oh, that's interesting. So Tracy says that in my beehive message for yesterday, my 2022 prediction on YouTube, I spoke about the beehives as well. That's very interesting. One thing you'll know about me, I'll tell you, I never go back and listen to anything I record. I most times don't even go back and read back. If I write a blog, I don't read the blog back again normally. I send it off to Lisa, or I post it on YouTube, wherever it is. I don't go back. I don't look at it again. Once the messages are out, they're out for me and they're done, and I leave them as is, because it's not mine to tamper with. It is divine wisdom that comes through, and it is as it is. So it's imperfect, it's raw, it's, I don't pretty it up. I can't pretty this shit up. It is what it is. So yeah. And so yeah. So glad you're here too, Catherine. And Michelle, hello, everyone who's joining. So I am doing a few cards tonight. It's been a while since I've done a few cards, and just giving some messages to bring up, to rise that energy in our bodies, to raise the vibration, to really truly have us being able to feel that light, feel that love and light that's here for us today. And also remember, we have the summit coming up this weekend. Okay, back up. I'm going to back up. Stacy Churchill, are you still here? Stacy Churchill. And I'm trying to get to a few, so just bear with me. I'm trying to get through a few tonight here. I'm also recording tonight all of the monthly messages for January. I'm trying to get all those in as well. So I'm just trying to see if Stacy's still here. I'll give a second name. Okay. I don't see Stacy at the moment. And Karen, I'm actually going to go to you. Even if Stacy comes back in, I'll read her after. But Karen, is it Eckford? Eckford? I'm actually going to pull a card for you. I feel a need to pull that card for you. So I'm going to go to Karen and see what we got for Karen. So right away, Karen, I'm like scratching at my third eye. I'm like instantly, I'm going to my third eye. So there is something that needs to be seen beyond your human eyes, is what I'm getting. There's something beyond the human eyes, something we're not seeing, something you're missing, something, or you're seeing things only with the human eyes. And the way that I write it in my book is the human eyes lie to us, because the human eyes only has the perception to see the things that are like, to see the pixels, to create that image and to see from that image, and then be able to return it, and it connects into memories and past experiences, and it recreates, or it creates a story, an image. So it feels as if it feels as if there's something, even like there's something bigger, or something that we're missing, or something that you're not seeing, right? You agree, right? So this is definitely coming into something that is beyond the eyesight. So something that is deeper, a deeper vision, or needing to see things differently. So perception is very huge, is what I'm picking up. So I'm really seeing like that. I'm seeing a triangle. So I'm seeing a third person. I'm seeing some sort of like interference, or some sort of triad of energy. So there is a triad of energy, a triangular energy that's coming in. So it could be you, somebody else, and then another person. But there is a third person energy that I am picking up. And I'm picking up the lust card again. And I just pulled that for everyone's like the difference between lust and love. It's that sense of what we're lusting, what we want to see happen, to get our wants, to want to be somebody. What we lust after comes in aggressive ambition. It comes in forced compassion. It comes in that whole sense of trying to push our way in, or trying to push somebody into our lives, or trying to hold on to things. So I feel like what we're being told is that a lot of what you try to hold on to in your world, Karen, is trying to keep people happy, trying to make sure people stay happy, trying to keep people in your life. And so you're right. And it's like, so in order for new people to come in, be okay with letting go of the past. Be okay with letting old fall away, letting people leave, because it just feels like it's like you need that new energy. So a new energy to start to light that flame within you. So it just feels like there's a lot of I'm going to say this, there's a lot of energy vampires around you, a lot of like kind of like sucking that energy, feeling like that's your job, that's your duty. You're always the person who's there for people, that obligation. And I don't know who's the pleaser. if it's you who's the pleaser, who always just tries to please people or tries to make people happy or trying to make sure everyone's happy. And I'm just being told that this coming year, really truly flow through that energy of healing, of setting yourself free, of feeling the need to be obligated to be that. Because where you belong is actually more in a spiritual tribe. It is in people that are connected more to uplifting conversations, not so much in complaining or gossiping or talking about other people. It feels as if it's like something that just something is igniting within you. Your third eye is opening. You are the pleaser, right? Okay. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like, all I keep getting is that pleaser. And that lust energy is always just trying to make sure everyone else is happy. And that's not love, right? That's not self-love. And so, yeah. Well, Karen, look where you are tonight. Look where you just placed yourself tonight. Right here, right in this space. I have a pretty massive tribe. And I have some big collective groups that you can become a part of. And I think this is the beginning for you. Like, so this is the beginning of you, but not to feel like you have to be that pleaser energy, because that is that's our need to respond based on old programming, that we have to be that person, that we have to be, that's these freaking false obligations. And you don't need to be a part of that false obligation. You don't need to be a part of that. Like, let that go. So this is the beginning. This is a new. So you are stepping into a new thread of energy, connecting in a new way to new people. And it's not about quantity. It's not about numbers. It's about what matters. It's about the people that accept, or that you bring into your life, that they don't need anything from you. They just want you to be in their world because of who you are, because of what you bring to the table. And that is your love and light, that you have such a beautiful energy. You have such a beautiful light. And this is the beginning of something new for you, is what I'm getting from this. And I'm going to use my deck. This is my deck of oracles. So I'm going to shift into the Everyday Goddess Oracle. I'm exhausted. So we're in the mountains and I'm walking in the trees. Yes. And so sometimes my biggest tribe all summer was actually the trees. And I have a huge tribe, but I had to step away for a while and take some time for me. And the guardians are like the trees. And so we're never really alone, but there's an angelic force that is bringing you in here right now and into this fold, so that you can start to see and feel and sense that you don't even have to be in person to be a part of a tribe. The tribe is where you start to feel like you're listening and you're like, oh my God, yes, that makes sense to me. Yes. And so that begins a new journey. So you're in the beginning of a new journey. The tribe energy is coming together. It's not something that you got to force or try to push to happen, but it's like you're going to start to see things a whole lot differently. And as you do, when your energy shifts and you start to radiate that glow, you start to attract that right kind of people. It's how we show up. It's how we present ourselves in our world and how we exist. When we live in the doom and gloom and the darkness, we're going to attract more of that doom and gloom energy. So Sacred Sarah is our next card. And that's showing you, like, we probably sometimes can't even imagine ourselves to be that kind or that good. Like, everything we want to find in somebody else, like to find somebody who's kind, who's loyal, who's happy, who's joyful, who's a light in a room. Well, that's everything that we seek in other people. It exists within us, and we just have to bring it to the surface. So it's about bringing to the surface the qualities that you want to see in your tribe and you want to see in the people in your world and in your life. You have to bring those up to the surface and start existing within them in your own self, because they also exist within you. So a lot of this energy is very alive within you. and knowing that it is like foreign energy to us. It's like alien to us in a way of the fact that it's like we don't know that energy because we've been so busy trying to be a pleaser and taking on the role and the identity and the characteristics of the pleaser, that you have not yet been able to be yourself. So this is the year that you are setting up. You are so, so welcome. I'm famous for making people cry. Good cry. It's called a cleanse. And so this is the beginning of something new that is unfolding for you. And I hope this card helps you in some way. And then I got the wisdom of the elder that comes out. And the wisdom of the elder is that we're always this little itty bitty light, and there's always something greater than us. There's something working on our behalf that brings us into alignment. All we have to do is say yes to us. And when you say yes to you, that's when it starts to change. Yes, I'm done with all of that. Yes. So my statement a few years ago was, I'm done. I am done. I'm finding joy and happiness no matter the cost. I am choosing to more than just exist. And that's where more than existing came from. That's my first book. That's how it came to life. And since then, it's been 5 books, 6 books that is now 5 finished, 1 in process. That's all really, truly by me saying yes to me, by me making a choice. Now, it's not easy. You got to look at all everything surfaces. Once we make a choice to start awakening into our truth, it's a process. So we go through that process. But yeah, saying yes to you. And that's where it starts. So I hope in some way that helps you tonight, Karen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad I can give you that reading. Okay. Diane, are you still here? Diane Courtley, are you still here? Oh, thank you, Karen. Try and see if Diane is still here. I'm just going to move. Oh, there you are. Okay, I am choosing you. Seems you don't get in very often. Diane is also an intuitive, and she also has her own book, Blue Angel, and she has her own pages as well. And she also shared this space with me, and we did a whole set live together. I think it was last year. It's been a whole year. And so, yeah, happy to give you a card to go into the new year. Jennifer, Linda, I'm here. I see everybody that's here. I just have to trust them, the messages that I get. Pull this card, pull that card. Diane, so I have to tell you, what I'm picking up for you right now is, and I don't know if you work with this energy at all. This is goddess energy. I'm picking up goddess energy, and I'm picking up Kuan Yin. And I just have this presence of a lotus flower moment that is kind of happening either, at the seat of the soul, or, really truly stepping into the goddess energy within. Kuan Yin is with you. And I'm not sure if you've worked with Kuan Yin. And I'm like, I just seen Kuan Yin. As soon as I start shuffling through the cards, and this is the wisdom of the night cards. And it's like, but as soon as I start shuffling through the cards, I seen Kuan Yin appear. And when I seen Kuan Yin appear, I could see that lotus flower statue underneath. And I could see that rising up. But I could see this, like the extensions of her arms, like opening up, like, I'm here to guide. I'm here to help. I'm here. I'm, whatever you're asking for, or whatever you're seeking, or whatever project you're about to take on, whatever's unfolding, I feel like you need to call in the Kuan Yin energy and to allow that. And I'm moving my hands. It's like she's talking to you with her hands. And it's like there's this, like, I want to say instrumental, something like the strings of like a band, like an instrumental. There's something in the works that feels like it's being orchestrated, that feels new, that feels different, that feels like it's like moving in a little bit of a same energy, same work, but different direction, taking on something a little bit new. And I just keep getting this like curiosity, like be curious enough to listen even deeper to some of the guides that feel like um, almost like they've been talking to you, but you're not listening, or you haven't been able to fully hear it yet. And so I do hear like that sense of like, I want to say I'm almost like hearing harp music and hearing like violin, like that's what it sounds like to me. So it feels like an orchestra of energy that is working on your behalf right now, Diane, to really help guide you through, to give you a new sense of wisdom or direction, to step into the divine feminine energy, to move into either what unfolds in 2020, end of 2022, or like within this year, or in early 2023. And I keep seeing also like a dance. So I don't know if you've been planning on doing some healing circles, or that you've been taking part in some healing circles. And I just like a dance. And I keep seeing the dresses, and I see the fire, and I see the sparks. And I feel like this might be a healing, a cleansing, something that is like a true let go. And it's like the bottom drops out and everything goes poof. And it's like everything that is no longer serving you, just like poof, it leaves. And so there's something that is right. And so, yeah, so Kuan Yin is like so around you right now. So I don't know if you've been totally working, and the card that comes up is loyalty. And look at her, look at her blonde hair. Look, Diane, you're in the cards. And so this is really saying is that, loyalty is what's coming up, and there's these beautiful little daisy flowers right here. And so springing into new inspiration, being loyal to the essence of, who we are beyond all of our stories, who we are beyond everything else, be who we are beyond any identity. And that's some of my biggest teachings that I've been doing lately is, no identity. It's like to be to be not defined by any story, to be able to free ourselves, to be just this free bird, to be this free energy, to like let the wings guide you, let the inspiration guide you, let something guide you through. And it's coming in that sense of, are we loyal to some of our pain, our hurts, our previous experiences, or are we going to be loyal to the possibility of feeling very different in our future, to feel this sense of freedom? The beautiful golden light that I feel coming in when I pick up this loyalty is to really look at embodying more and more and more of this energy that never ever leaves you, that is always with you. And it's a soul journey, right? So I just feel like this is a deeper soul journey. And I know you've taken many soul journeys. I know I'm thinking, how much more deeper can we go, right? But it's just saying like, there's something very much deeper. There's a level of curiosity that is just saying, maybe peek a little bit further into some of the areas where sometimes we're too stubborn to look, or sometimes we don't want to really go. But it's like there's like the big eyes. I got like this big childlike eyes and these eyelashes that are blinking. It's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be, and it's not that afraid, like it's not that humanly afraid, but it's who are we on the other side of all of our stories. So exploring deeper the Kuan Yin energy, stepping into it farther and allowing it to guide you. I just feel like it's like, let yourself flow into this. This feels like it's like the beginning of the end, but the beginning of something new. And so I'm not sure if you're working on a new book, Diane, and because I feel like this might be some sort of new writing, some sort of new teachings, but also really truly like letting the music guide you through. Or if you are doing some guided meditations that have some music and you got somebody recording music for you or working with you, and I'm like, let the music guide you through. I feel like this might be some guided meditations, and just be guided by, just let the music guide you. Let this angelic energy, I can hear it so loud around me right now, Diane, and let it guide you through. And yeah, you are so, so very welcome. I'm honored to be able to do this for you tonight. I say it's never by accident that we show up and we link together. You are working on a new book and have been writing all day. There we go. That's why Kuan Yin's been with you all day. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. It's an honor. Thank you, Diane. Okay. Oh my God, Kevin, you want me to repeat that again? I got to scroll back up. Hold on. I'm going to spell it out for you. So it is A-R, hope you got a pen, Kevin, A-R-C-T-U-R-I-A-N-S. That's who they are. A-R-C-T-U-R-I-A-N-S. That's them. Okay. Is it Jennifer Linda? Is it Jennifer Linda? I'm looking for you. Jennifer Linda. I know you're still, there you are. I go say, you're still here because I've seen you a couple times pop up on my screen. Okay. I'm going to shift over into my cards. Oh. Hold on. Okay. So earlier today, Jennifer, I was recording one of my channeled messages, and I don't know which sign it was for, but I kept hearing this song, Nothing's Going to Break My Stride. You're off to do some more editing, Lisa? Thanks for being here with me. I'll be in to catch your live. I'll be in to catch your live at 8 p.m. Thank you. Thank you. And for those who don't know, Lisa Richard is the one who makes all of my other stuff look beautiful and pretty. And she's a facilitator and a presenter, and she runs her own business, and she owns Loving Energy Recharge. And she's doing a Monday Night Lives now on her page as well. But she's editing my second book right now. And she's got two more in the waiting for editing, which is poor Lisa. Yeah, Nothing's Going to Break My Stride. So do you know that song, Linda, Jennifer? Does that song mean anything to you? I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like, and I heard it earlier today. And soon as I chose your name, it came back to me again. I'm like, Nothing's Going to Break My Stride. And I keep hearing that. And I just like letting nothing kind of stop you. Whoever this is, it's like really, truly just saying to you, I just feel like I just stepped like right back into the 1980s. I can even see my big hair. It means something to you? Okay. So do know that that is like the biggest aha message that I can give you tonight, is to know that whatever that song represents for you is validation to telling you, don't fucking quit. Don't listen to the naysay. Don't back down. Don't keep going forward, keep moving, stay in that stride, keep connecting. And the cards that I pulled for you that fell out were actually the guardians, and it's Willow. And so the guardians, is those beautiful loved ones that protect us. But I channel the guardians, that's what they call me. That's what they call me. That's what they tell me they are. And so in that energy of the guardians, it feels like it's like you have guardian angels that are watching you, and that sometimes you're letting your anxiety override your faith, that you're not trusting yourself in some of your choices and decisions. There is some very deep unseen wounds. So like you have Thekla. This is of my deck. So this is the Everyday Goddess. And these have writings on them because these are my beta tests. So I have these cards don't look just like this, or they will not look just like this. And so that sense of, ourselves and that little inner child of us, and see how the swords have beautiful little roses around them. They have flowers around them. And it's that, she's that sense of being gentler, kinder to ourselves, to be much nicer to ourselves than we have been. I do have the sense of mother energy coming around you. And I don't know if the mother energy is a mother story, or if it's like something that is tying into the mother-daughter connection. But I do have that mother energy. And so it keeps saying, be kind to you, be gentle to you. Know that you have the guardians, that you have angels that are watching over you. Know that it's okay for you to just like be you, but you often use humor to mask your pain. You use humor to hide some of the things that you need to face, to look at, to explore, to go deeper within yourself, to be able to just, acknowledge it instead of neglecting it, because there's something that you sometimes neglect to see, or you brush off, and it turns up as that sense of attitude that we have towards ourselves, or even humor can be that attitude because we don't take ourselves seriously. So taking yourself seriously, acknowledging that, and whoever is singing that song to you, they're still singing, because they're still singing to me right here, right now. And whatever era, whatever time, or whatever that represents for you, is truly to give you validation to know that you're not hiding anything, and and spirit is not letting you neglect you any longer, that you're going to put the work into where it needs to go. It's time to really truly start acknowledging some of the deep-seated wounds, and there's some forgiveness that also is coming in. And I feel like we're being asked, like someone is asking you for forgiveness, or there's some forgiveness story that is being tied around you as well. And so the cosmic beauty, Zoran, this is sacral healing. So there is something that's very deep into the sacral energy healing that is going to be, it's time to start to work with. And so that we can become, the creator of something new, instead of being stuck in an old story, instead of rehashing old memories, instead of rehashing old hurts. That moving forward, moving on, and I don't mean, and moving on don't mean discounting. It means, instead of avoiding, we deal with, we work with. And so there's a lot of fun-loving people around you. There's a lot of people that laugh, very belly laugh. And I have somebody who's like belly laughing around you, Jennifer. I have like this big aha belly laugh that I keep hearing coming in. And I feel like, and I don't know if you have a friend who's on the other side, or like a cousin, but you're blown away. Good. But it's like somebody who keeps pushing over my shoulder. And I'm just like, feels like a friend or a cousin, somebody who would have been like always kind of peeking in, knew how to light up a room, knew how to put, make everyone else feel like you could forget the world. And it's like all great at distracting people. And I don't know what also ties into like, I feel like I'm tying it into like, and I don't know if this is the same person, but a hockey jersey or something, like some sort of jersey or some sort of tie to hockey or jersey energy. And so, but this person's like coming over my shoulder, peeking over, and I just keep feeling myself like being pushed in. And I'm like, get back, go back there. And it's like, just like, but very much that same humor, that same laugh, that same, and it's like, so that same energy they had on earth, they have on the other side. And they're just saying, it's like, we're still embracing and laughing and enjoying ourselves through you. We are in your experiences. So have a party for me. Keep having fun, keep doing the things that we would have loved to do, live for us. And yeah, and that's your message. And that's what I got for you. And I hope that all resonates with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy I could do this for you. So I don't know who that is for you, but that's what they feel like for me. All right. So I have been in an hour. I originally was only coming in, me and my short time, my short visits, but that's amazing. That makes sense to you? Yes. You are so, so welcome, Jennifer. I'm so happy I can do that for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am back in tomorrow night with Lisa. Lisa and I will be in tomorrow night. So I'll be back again tomorrow night. So I don't want to stay too much longer, but I will give a card to for everybody. And tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, tomorrow we will be back in again. So we're coming in, and anyone who wants to, we have the summit coming up this weekend. There's 15 people speaking at it. There's even few that I've never even met in person. And so there's presenters that are going to be there. And on the Saturday night, we're going to be doing a full 2-hour mediumship and intuitive guidance in there as well. You can still purchase your tickets. Just go to CorrieThorne.com. All the information's on my page, so you can check it out there. And I'm speaking 3 times. I have 3 conversations, one each day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, plus the 2-hour that I'll be in there. But for like $89.99 in tax to get 15 presenters is a full weekend is amazing. So you can get your tickets. The New Year energy is so strong. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you, Michelle. And I just want to give a shout out. I have to give this shout out. So if you're seeing Michelle Best Chippett show up. Michelle Best Chippett is a friend of mine from my same area in Newfoundland. And if you have, this woman makes purses. They are the most incredible freaking purses. It's unbelievable. She can design almost anything. I just seen somebody post a purse. It must have been on her page that they had made for Christmas. Oh my God. So yeah, Michelle, I see your work. I hope someday I can get one made. I have my own design I want. So yeah, check out her work. So you can share your link in there if you want, Michelle. And to me, she's Shelley. Okay, so this is the last card for everybody. This is to add on to our big as the cards come flying out. Let's put them back because that's way too many to say that card is going to be, that's a jumper card. You are so welcome, Michelle. They're incredible, Shelley. Your purses, artistic ability, and to be able to create something like that's out of this world. Out of this world. Okay, and so our ending card is the Everyday Miracles. And that Everyday Miracles is she is the everyday miracle. So we either let our past define us, or we let it or we allow it to use it as energy to create, to be able to use it as jet fuel to project us forward, that we don't let that energy sink us, that we don't let our hurts and our grief and our pain stories, don't let our loved ones, go into that. Our loved ones on the other side want us to thrive, want us to be present. They want us to be here. Michelle, I think this is a little bit of a message for you, that there's some sort of, I think this is a proud moment of your daughter, Shelley. So Shelley, this is actually a bit of a message for you. And so it's the fact of knowing that we use where we have been as a way of acknowledging the shining star that your beautiful daughter really was. She put that shining star within you. She put that energy within you, so that you would show up and shine, and you would do the work that you do. So that creative energy is created from something greater than us. Sometimes it is spirit. It is the essence of that beautiful spirit energy that helps us to be able to create, to be who we are and what we are. And I can tell you, way back in my original experiences, way back when I started, how I shifted, and people say, this is not the Corrie I once knew. This is not the person I once knew. I don't know how she became this person. It was my lowest moments were my most defining moments. It was in the choices and decisions that I had made to do something that was against me. It was through the hurt and the loss and the grief that that I was allowing to eat away at me, that I just knew that I had to rise above. And so from the hurts that were eating away at me, the hurt that I carried in my heart, that was taking away the essence of all of the beauty within, that I couldn't let die. And that I knew that the essence of my little innocent little child fetus energy that was never ever got to come to earth, is that I had to start to live for that spirit. I had to start to become what we came here to be. We came for the experience. We came to live alive, not to just to walk through this earth just existing, not to feel like we are, just barely breathing, but to breathe into us, to breathe into life, to live the creative life, to become our own miracles. It is the actions that we take towards putting in the effort, putting in the time into self, to start to rise above, to become the everyday miracle, to create them within our own lives, to open up our hearts. 2022 is about the healing, the opening, the heart-centered awareness that we step into and that we bring forward. And this is about us. And so this beautiful card is the 44th card in my deck. There's 45 cards, but it's the 44. This is the power. This is the number of the angels. This is the divine presence. It also represents my relationship to the divine mother, to being able to be a voice for Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, to be able to be that voice, to be able to be blessed, to be the voice, to be a voice to the messages of the God consciousness, of love and light, to be able to know that we are all worthy to live a beautiful life, that we are not defined by those past, but we're also not here to live in the miseries. We're here to rise and shine and be bright and to be beautiful. And this is our opportunity for us to be able to shine and to live our best lives. So she is, or he is, whatever you want to be. Oh my God. Really, Shelley? She passed on the 4th. Well, there's our validation. It is beautiful Amber right here with us tonight. So yeah. So share your information. Put it in the comments, put your link to your work in here, because you are being seen. We're all seen, we're all loved, we're all valued, we're all loved, we're all important, we all matter, we all have a divine purpose, and we all are special. We all have such beauty to be able to give. September the 4th. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So thank you. Thank you all. And if we can be anything today, be kind to ourselves and to others. And know that Spirit guides us. Spirit loves us. Spirit wants us to live our best lives. And I will never stop being this spirit and evolving and growing into whoever and whatever we're meant to be. We're here to live and to walk our way into being a light. So be whatever you can be. And Michelle just shared her page with her purses, and she makes them and sends them all over the world. So much, much love. And yes. And so Marcia, yes, you're in Newfoundland as well. So yeah, I'm originally from a little tiny town in Newfoundland called Buckins. Used to be a mining town. Grew up in Springdale and then moved to Alberta. And yeah, so I've been blessed to meet lots of amazing people in my lifetime. So thank you all for being with me. I will be back tomorrow night. I'll be back in tomorrow night with Lisa, and we'll be talking more about More Than Existing, about the summit, about the More Than Existing Academy. If you're not a member of the Academy, then I do suggest you get in there. There's a lot of free stuff in there as well. So it's More Than Existing Academy. You can go into my website, CorrieThorne.com, and get to all of it. You can also get all the links to purchase my first book, and we'll be launching the second book. Keep dancing light of your creation. Yes, I love that. Yeah, and that was kind of that was the message I had last night too. And so there's a lot of beautiful dancing. There's a lot of dancing energy around us right now. So let it inspire us. Be inspired to be the best version of you. Mwah. Much love. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Can't get the clothes.